Already having a hard time booking a Grab ride around the metro? Well, brace for more struggle as Grab prepares to deactivate at least 8,000 vehicles from its platform by June 10. The ride-hailing firm says these providers have yet to show the LTFRB proof of their provisional authority to operate. The expected pullout of 8,000 drivers equates to at least 1,000 less available rides per day. But Grab is hoping that the heightened inconvenience will be temporary as it will open another 10,000 slots for TNVS units after weeding out erring providers. To get more details about that huge pullout, we have on the line Attorney Nika Hosaka, Public Affairs Manager of Grab Philippines. Good morning, Attorney Nika. Let's start off.
Good morning.
Okay, 8,000 vehicles, quite a hefty number there. So what's the main reason behind the non-compliance with the LTFRB regulation, considering that there was a long time frame to comply? That's from December of last year to June this year.
Right. We've been getting a lot of reasons, really, from our TNVS partners as to why they are unable to comply. And the bulk of it is they are unable to provide a requirement by the LTFRB. This requirement is a bank certificate whereby the bank where the TNVS partners would apply for car financing should be able to issue a bank conformity that they are aware, that the bank is aware that the vehicle will be used as TNVS. Mm-hmm. And a lot of our partners, a lot of the TNVS partners have been having difficulty in securing this. And the LTFRB has made it a requirement, and therefore they will not be able to issue a provisional authority, a PA, or a CPC, a Certificate of Public Convenience, without this bank conformity. And based on feedback from TNVS partners, a lot of them are just simply discouraged to pursue their application.
Okay, so if that's the case, of course, you are expecting at least 10,000 slots to be open by June 10. In fact, you did say as well, Grab did say that you are expecting that 8,000 drivers who are to be pulled out for them to apply again. So how would you actually encourage them to make the application once again if the requirement is still the same for them to at least attain that requirement from bank certification at least?
Okay, we're sort of trying to resolve this on two fronts. First is by extending a little assistance to the TNVS partners. If, for example, some of them are actually already in the middle of the application process. However, there are just these some documents that they're unable to secure. And also by, on the other side, by coordinating with the LTFRB and offering them some assistance in streamlining the process. We realized that out of, for example, 10,000 slots that the LTFRB will open, it is likely that not all of the 10,000 will be granted the PAs or CPCs. And so we've been reaching out actually to the LTFRB to ask them if there is anything that the TNCs, not just Grab, but the other TNCs can do to assist in streamlining this. And if there is also a substitute document that the TNVS partners can submit instead of actually getting a bank certification.
So is this something that the LTFRB reacted positively to?
We are still in the middle of discussions with the LTFRB as of now. We wanted to let them know that we want to maximize the 10,000 slots that they had opened. Historically, slots opened by the LTFRB, TNVS partners or operators apply, but not all of them pursue their application because of these requirements. And so that's one thing that we've been continuously working with the LTFRB just so we are able to maximize these slots.
Okay, Nika, last question here. You are, of course, expecting 10,000 new slots to be open by June 10. When do we expect this new pool to be in operation? Or is there a huge lead time for approval? Or can they at least operate right away? And how will this, in fact, improve the fulfillment rate of Grab, which at this stage is actually at the very low range at around 60s, if I'm not mistaken?
Okay. On the first question, The application process for a CPC takes a while. That is the reason why the LTFRB issues a provisional authority in the meantime. We expect that the processing time would be about 3 months. And so once an application is lodged, it doesn't necessarily mean that the TNVS partner is able to operate right away. There is a waiting time before the PA is issued, which is around 3 months. Now, on the fulfillment side, you're correct. This is one of the reasons why we wanted the advisory out already, so that the TNVS partners would be able to take advantage of the 10,000 slots that will be opened as soon as possible. Also, to be able to make the LTFRB understand that we intend to comply with the regulation, but then the fulfillment rate will definitely be affected. We foresee that it might be more difficult for passengers to be able to book a ride, and that is what we want to prevent. We don't want it to be a long-term effect of this regulation. We will continue to work with the LTFRB. We will also be releasing advisories both for the drivers and the passengers in order to prepare for this.
All right, it seems as though it's going to be a challenge to book that Grab ride in the next few weeks. Thank you for your time, Attorney Nika Osaka, Public Affairs Manager of Grab Philippines.